This is the Southside School of Financial Freedom Watchlist and Market Report for the week ending April 16th, 2022. Our question this week is, what are fractional shares? The answer will be provided later in the video. This week, the market ended lower. The Dow Jones Industrial Average decreased minus 0.33% on Thursday and was down minus 0.78% for the week. The S&P 500 decreased minus 1.21% on Thursday and was down minus 2.13% for the week. The Nasdaq decreased minus 2.14% on Thursday and was down minus 2.63% for the week. Looking at the week, we can see that there were 3 up finishes versus 9 down finishes for the major indexes. On Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, all 3 major indexes finished down. On Wednesday, they all finished up, and the market was closed on Friday. The new unemployment claims were 185,000 versus 170,000 expected. On Monday, Bitcoin fell below $40,000 for the first time in a month. Retail sales rose 0.5% in March. Also in March, consumer prices rose 8.5%, the highest since 1981. Supplier prices rose 11.2% from a year ago, the biggest gain on record. And the 10-year U.S. Treasury yield rose above 2.8%, a 3-year high. New unemployment claims, Bitcoin falling below $40,000, retail sales rising, consumer prices hitting highest levels since 1981, supplier prices making the biggest gain on record, and the 10-year U.S. Treasury yield raising above 2.8% are all news. And news drives the market, good and bad. Day-to-day predictions on whether the market is going to go up or down is virtually impossible because predicting the news is impossible. However, the market is rigged to go up. It does not go up every day, but the market will generally go up over time. Stock prices move in a random fashion. They go up and down with an upward drift. The market will continue to go up because the powers that be want the market to go up. While there are many powers out there, the top 5 powers that be are the Federal Reserve, big financial institutions, big corporations, the President, and Congress. These 5 entities will do what they must to drive the market higher. Now we are at our question of the week. What are fractional shares? A fractional share is not a whole share of a stock. It is a portion or a fraction of a share. Some stock shares have very high prices. Stocks like Tesla sells for about $1,000 a share. Amazon sells for over $3,000 a share. A pharmaceutical company, Regeneron, sells for more than $700 per share. And even Costco sells for almost $600 per share. These high share prices make it difficult for investors with little money to buy a whole share of some of the most popular corporations in the market. Well, fractional shares allow investors to invest in these high price per share corporations. You can purchase stocks based on the dollar amount you want to invest. So you may end up with a fraction of a share, or a whole share, or more than one share. For example, if you only want to invest $100 but you want to buy Costco, which is a $600 a share company, then fractional shares allows you to buy 1/6 or 0.17 of a share of Costco. Or let's say you have $1,000 to invest and you want to buy Apple, a $170 a share company. Fractional shares will allow you to own 5.88 shares of Apple. But what if you only have $25 and you really want to start investing in Apple? Well, $25 will allow you to buy 0.15 share of Apple. So you can still take a bite out of Apple with only $25. Most major brokers like Fidelity, Charles Schwab, Vanguard, and TD Ameritrade accommodate investors who want to make fractional share investments. Do you only have a small amount of money to invest? Do you use fractional share investing? Do you own any stocks at all? If not, why not? Is it because you do not understand anything about the stock market? Well, it was not taught to you in school. However, if you ever want to learn how to get wealth and income through the stock market, you are going to have to teach yourself. You must RSI, read, save, and invest. Formal school taught you how to read, but society and the powers that be discourages you from reading, especially books. School taught you to be a worker. They did not teach you how to be an investor, nor did they teach you how to be a critical thinker. And they taught you absolutely nothing about the U.S. financial system. You can learn how to be an investor if you simply start reading books about investing. Books that you can borrow from the library for free or buy cheaply online. It is not difficult to learn how to be a passive investor, which is what most people should do. Check out this list of recommended books on the books page of the Southside website. These books and others like them will not tell you which direction the market is going to go, but you can learn how to make money in the market no matter what the market does. I don't know which way the market is going to go on a daily basis, and I don't care. I trade the market as it is, not as it should be. I take what the market gives me, whether it's going up, down, or sideways. How do I do that? I apply the Southside strategy. You can learn more about the Southside trading strategy at southsideschooloffinancialfreedom.com. Here is the Southside trading watch list from the week ending April 16, 2022. I trade at least 3 stocks on the list every week. The strongest performer on the list this week was CrowdStrike Holdings Incorporated, ticker symbol CRWD. It's in the second column. It increased 7.8% for the week, but was down minus 1.93% on Thursday. CrowdStrike provides cloud-delivered endpoint and cloud workload protection solutions in the United States and internationally. CrowdStrike offers various cloud modules on its Falcon platform via SaaS model that covers various security markets, including corporate endpoint security, cloud security, managed security services, security and IT operations, threat intelligence, identity protection, and log management. Looking at a summary of results, you can see that CrowdStrike has increased almost 15% year to date. I did not generate cash flow from CrowdStrike this week, but I have generated cash flow from it in the past. Whether a stock goes up or down, you can generate cash flow from it. Whether you own a stock or not, you can still generate cash flow from it using the Southside strategy. The Southside trading strategy involves trading for weekly cash flow, that is, trading for income. SPY is shown at the bottom of the third column. SPY is the S&P 500 ETF. This is the benchmark I compare my trading performance to. My objective is to beat the S&P 500 index while at the same time generating cash flow. Most professional money managers do not consistently outperform the S&P 500 index. They usually lose and lose badly to the index. Thus, most investors and traders should just invest in or trade a market index fund or ETF like SPY. What do? Do you beat the S&P 500 index? Do you have a watch list? What is your investing and or trading strategy? How well do you do against the S&P 500 Index ETF SPY? Let me know in the comments section. Are you willing to share your strategy? The Southside portfolio is not outperforming the S&P 500 Index ETF SPY. The Southside portfolio is down minus 15.39% versus minus 7.83% down for SPY, a difference of 7.56%. The Southside is losing to SPY by just over 7.5%. The primary reason the portfolio is losing is that the Southside is heavily invested in Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is still trying to climb out of a bear market. Will it continue to bounce back in 2022? Stay tuned to find out what happens to Bitcoin and subsequently what happens to the Southside portfolio, because we will remain heavily invested in Bitcoin. The portfolio is 86.65% in a Bitcoin trust. Equities, including puts, calls, and ETFs, make up 13.3% of the portfolio. Cash is almost nothing at 0.05%. The cash flow generated for this week is 0.37% of the portfolio account value. The account value changed by minus 4.27%. Meanwhile, the S&P 500 ETF, SPY, changed by minus 2.19%. I sold option contracts on one position this week. It was a call position that ranged from $0.00 to $281.71. You can get more details, including the total dollar amount of cash flow for the week, on the website southsideschooloffinancialfreedom.com. Check out past videos for other questions of the week. They are listed in the description section. Please like, share, and subscribe.